Welcome to MFC-TV. Please like and subscribe if you do like the content that is coming out of this page. Today I just wanted to talk a little bit about positivity. There's a lot of negativity in the world right now. There's a lot of people with the chip on their shoulder. There's a lot of people that see things one way and they don't want to change or things of sort. Now, what I wanted to say about this was you don't have to let someone that's negative around you make you negative. In fact, it could be the totally opposite. If someone is negative around you, you actually can make them positive. Now, by doing so, let's say you're in a negative situation with a friend and their attitude is rubbing off on you. Okay? You're starting to get a little irritated. A week or so's went by. You notice yourself being agitated, a little short because of this person and their attitude. Now, what you're going to want to do is, first of all, don't forget about you, yourself, how you are, who you are. You're not a negative person. So don't start being a negative person. What you want to start doing is highlighting the positivity about you. And you're going to highlight those things, especially when you're around the person that's negative. Now, don't make it be all about you. But like I said before, for every negative, there's a positive. So if they tell you a negative, tell them something out of that negative that could be positive. Now, let's say you wake up and you're having a terrible day. You're just feeling negative. Your boss is getting on your nerves. Your kids are irking you. Your wife or your husband did something to piss you off or whatnot. Those things don't last forever. You have to remember that. You have to remember to get back to that positivity stage that brought you where you were at. Now, what you can do is, every time you see somebody, you can kill them with kindness. They could say something negative, you can kill them with kindness. They could say something negative, you're going to kill them with kindness. If every day you're at work, you see a coworker, and the first thing that comes out of his mouth is negativity every single day, you can either let that negativity rub off on you and change your attitude, or you can consistently stay positive towards him, just like he's being consistently negative towards you. Always with a smile when he's being negative. Always saying hi. Always saying positive things when he's being negative. That way, eventually, he will stop being negative towards you. Now, also, if you have a group of friends and they're being negative, unfortunately, that negativity will rub off on you. But see, what you need to do in that situation is get out of that group, not permanently, just for the moment. Get back to your positivity so they can see that. Oh, he's having a great time. She's having a great time. Looks like she's smiling. There's no negative around you. Therefore, they're going to want to start to be around your positivity. You cannot let a negative turn you negative. You always have to remember that nothing lasts forever, and there's always positivity at the end of every negative. You might have got evicted. Okay? You might have got evicted. You might have lost your job. You might have got evicted. You might have lost a relationship. Lost custody of your kids. that may be a negative in your brain, which is, it's a negative to the point where, yes, you lost your job, you lost custody of your children, things of sort. But on the flip side of that, if you turn it to a positive, meaning that, okay, I got evicted out of my apartment. It's the most negative thing in the world. But now you're going to start from ground zero. So the positive of this is you have to start all over. Now you got to start saving up. Now you have to rearrange the way the things that you're doing, where you're going to live, how you're going to live, how are you going to reach the goals to get back where you were. So you lost your job and you lost your apartment. Maybe that wasn't it for you. Maybe it just wasn't the right fit for you. There's the negative. The positive is, okay, now you can look back at this thing and you can say, hey, maybe I need to downsize the apartment. Maybe I need to get a job, a different job. I didn't like that one anyways. It wasn't for me. I was just there just cause. So, any negative can turn to a positive. You lose your job, you go get a better one that you've ever had in your life. You lose your apartment, you go get a smaller one, or you go get a better one that's reasonable priced. You lost your children in a custody battle. You lost them in the custody battle, but that does not mean that you can't be in their lives. It turns you into a positive situation, because now you have to put yourself in a situation so you can see those kids, so maybe eventually it could be split custody. So what I want to say is there's always beauty in the struggle. And if you dwell on a negative for too long, you start to bring everybody around you down with you. But if you have a negative and you don't dwell on it for long, you get what the wrong was, you get what you did wrong, you start to learn and you start to see where the positivity is coming and what you need to do to get back to where you need to be. Those things are fulfilling. Knowing that you just came from the worst situation and now look at you. You have to take every step for what it is. You can't think things are going to change overnight. There's a process to it. There's steps that you have to take. Okay? Negativity will go as far as you want it to. Negativity will affect you as much as you want it to. Sometimes you need to pull yourself back, sit by yourself, and remember all the positive things about you, about your people, and about the world. If you sit there and every day you're thinking about how messed up the world is, how messed up my relationship is, how messed up my job is, how messed up my house is, everything in your life is just going to be negative. But if you say, hey, I hate my job, let me find another one so I can be positive and be happy. I'm really, really not I really don't know about my relationship. You talk to that other person about why you're unhappy, and if you guys can't come to agree to disagree agreement and move on, then maybe the best thing for that person to be happy and for you to be happy is to walk away. There's always positive. Always. Positive will always overthrow negativity. Remember that. MFC-TV. Like and subscribe.